Welcome back, everybody. We're back on Golden Ridge here today. We're going to do a little bit of trout fishing, I believe. And let's try to forward and see what's in here. And I know the last video was a long one there, and I thought it turned out fairly good. It was my first impressions on Norway and my little tirade over the tokens not gonna bang for us, but with the only difference in shop was apparel. So if you want to check it out, it's in the playlist there, and that's yeah, like I said, I thought it turned out pretty good in my opinion, and it feels like I got what I wanted to say across clearly. But we are going to be focusing on this map now and seeing what we can find. I'm not saying we're not ever going to get back to Norway. It's just I'm gonna say that token thing really set me off. And is it gonna fast forward us tonight? I really hope not. So I'll have to check here in just a second, because it might fast forward clear through, but I hope not, because then we won't be focusing on trout. We will be. I think we switch to 5. That's for. Do I even? I should have my 5 on here. It looks like it's trying to fast forward there. Going from skipping like 2 minutes at a time, so we are just gonna. Yeah, it looks like it's getting daylight again, so that's always a good thing, because I'm not much into the catfishing and the shovel-nosed sturgeon like that guy caught and stuff. Like I don't know, just don't. I think because it's just float, it doesn't interest me as much. And when they're big, yeah, it's fun because you get a fight. But we're gonna just keep there we go. Finally caught something. But we're gonna do, like I said, we're gonna do a little trout run here and hopefully get something. That's a small rainbow. I don't even think they're. I mean, there might be some big ones with how deep it is, but I'd never caught more than I think a bronze in this lake, even when I was using the tackle you're supposed to use. But maybe a silver, but mostly this is orid, and I think there's some cutthroat in here, but mainly orid I think is the target species of this lake, which I'll show on the map as soon as we get this in. So, but then just gonna do a couple casts. Unless they start really biting, then we'll stay here for a little bit. But my main plan, like I said, I'll show you on the map, and we can focus that. That's another rainbow. Might tie a little bit bigger one on and try a couple casts, but my plan for today is fish up here in this little area, and then probably here, right in here, there's good sized rainbows right there. Cast a couple with, you see, that's where I caught my diamond brook trout, which, you know, all that, and it was actually on a a hook size 3 spoon to catch him, which I think most of the things say it's a 4 for that, but tie on a 3 here and see what's out there. If there is a big rainbow, I wouldn't mind catching him, but like I said, we're gonna cast out here a couple times, and if nothing's really happening, we'll move on to the next area. And because I know in that one spot there that I said we'd go first, you can get some lake trout there too, but they're not, you know, as plentiful as the rainbow is. But just plan for today. Just, I mean, I'm a big trout fisherman in real life. That's mainly what I do. Got into fly fishing a couple years ago, and fly fishing's fun. You just don't catch a whole lot of fish, but when you catch them, they're fun to fight. Doing on that cast, but I know also a couple years, some of my family has been taking us on their boat and doing some walleye and that type of fishing in the lakes. And I've never been a big lake fisherman, but the walleye, when you're grubbing, is that, you know, that when I'm fishing, I like to fiddle. Always doing something to, like, I like rivers and let it flow. Even with bait, you always are trying to get right in that perfect spot, because you know there's a fish, and you finally get in there and there's no fish. And that's just, you know, the story of fishing there. So, but, yeah, I think I haven't had much luck at, I think I've maybe one gold, orange trout out of this little lake. It ain't right here. We got, it still might be a little too early, because normally, I mean, when it's light enough, you can see down to the bottom there, but you normally see them breaking the surface. I know a lot of people are like, I don't know if it's a setting that I'm not doing, so I can, you know, get the best picture for my setup, but some people, they'll just sit there on the bed and be like, oh, there's one, and I'll look at the video and be like, I can't see it, so maybe I'm just blind. But give this a couple casts here, and what do we have here? Looks like a rainbow with the tension, so yeah, that's a rainbow. It'd be probably a silver, and it is. A lot better than what we were catching in the other part, but would make sense. Oh, that's a, what is that? But yeah, that makes sense, because like I said, just right down the river there at that bridge is where I got the diamonds, so it makes sense they'd be on the edge here. Either this is a small lake, which I don't think it is. It is. It must be a really small one. Yep, just a 10-pounder. That makes a lot more sense, but you know, like I said, you can catch them here, and apparently some brook trout. Yeah, but you know, it's like just stuff like that. Just, yeah, I just don't know what you guys are in here for to try to focus on, but normally I'm just getting an idea of what I want to fish for, and try just to go for that. But you know, sometimes I'll have an idea for something, and either the time ain't right, or I just get real quick as I'm over that rock. Not good cast, but you know, like I said, it's just one of them things I'm like, no, I think I want to do this, and I get in there, and either the spawn ain't right for it, or whatever, and you have to improvise. But because I don't have, all the time in the world to record these things, to really try to get, find the best areas. Normally I look up guides stuff, and then I try there, and, stuff like that. That's where I found most of these spots. Is this spot I found on my own, though, just from, like I said, fishing down there at that bridge, and I just started walking up here after I didn't do nothing, and seen a whole bunch of fishing, and turned out to be really good rainbow spots, and there we go. Like not goldie, rainbow. Yep, just a little silver there, and well, something wants it, but if not, we'll try to find a new spot, because for much as I like fishing trout, I don't know many areas on this map for them, so that's rook, ain't it? Yep, cutthroat. Let's cast up here once more. This is the one place we used to fish a lot whenever I was a kid. For trout, they used to have a bridge. It's right next to the hatchery. So, but man, they open in the morning. That place, you couldn't get in. Even if you did get in there, you had to out. Ooh, there we go. Nice gold brook trout. Just go in there, and but that's an area from like right down them rocks there. I'd say just barely to the edge of that abutment there. That's how big the hole was. And you'd have like 15 guys there. So, standing there at 5 o'clock in the morning when the season opened. Could barely see the hand in front of your face. People casting out, getting tangled up, and this is a madhouse. Normally we didn't hit that area there on open day. We would go downriver, and we had a couple spots that we did pretty good in. And even had one we called the Brigger Hole, because I caught what was 19.5-inch rainbow out of the one hole. Then up above it's like 17. Just literally a couple 100 yards up the river. I caught him, and then I caught him when released him, and because, back then I was actually allergic to fish, but I outgrew that allergy. But when I released him in the next cast, tied into another one that was actually bigger, but he broke me off. As soon as he jumped out of the water, shook his head, and snapped my line. And there he was, gone. So, but yeah, he was a nice one. So we started calling that area the Breer Hole. So, of course, when there was some flooding in that area and ruined the hole, because them waters tearing through there, it don't normally stay like it was, and we normally we'll hit it a little bit, but you don't hit the same area. You have to actually fish the little bit of the ripples and stuff, because the hole ain't there no more, or at least how it was, to make that nice little pool. But that's how it goes. Just have to adapt, and this one going for them. Yeah, they were doing pretty good here in this little hole since we went down sizes, but just here for a little bit, and that's a cutthroat, ain't it? Just it is. There we go. Small, whatever it is, he's coming in. What even is that? Bronze rainbow. About the size that we would be like, that's a football. Let's get one more. Alright, we're back here and getting back underway. This is where I catch majority of the fish. Is actually right up here under the bridge, and the falls, of course, right, behind us to our right. Normally, cutthroats and is the main fish I catch out here, but I don't know really what. I know there's trout in here, but other than that, I don't know what else to be in here. And he's been a little bit of tension. Nice rainbow. Yep. But yeah, like up through there, I normally don't have any luck casting like out towards there, and I don't know if I just don't go deep enough, or too deep, or what. Let's give it a cast. If not, I probably will just mostly ignore it, because that's normally what I do. And if somebody does come, normally they stand on that rock right in front of us and cast, across the falls and whatnot. But like I never had any luck, so I don't normally fool with it. But of course, happy to be proved wrong there. Nothing big, but small rainbow looks like. So the other day I was fishing on this down at the dam, and it's such a popular area that he had to be some kid, because just guessing, because normally adults don't act that obnoxious in games, but the kid wanted where I was fishing and decided to jump on my head instead of fish either on the other side where you still hit the same hole, or just another guy was there and he just up above higher, he just wanted right where I was, so he stood in right on top of my head. The only reason I left is because, I had other stuff to do, but if not, I would have stayed there even longer and aggravated him, because you could tell it was because he would slip off every once in a while and then jump back on, and you could hear him jumping. It's like, I just don't understand it, but I never grew up on online games, and I guess just a culture thing. I don't know. But either way, it's just a little funny story I just laughed at, and it's like, there we go. It's like a decent size, whatever it is. I thought it was a rainbow first, but silver cutthroat. I think we might bump up to let's bump up to 4. Let's give that a whirl and see what happens with it. Don't look like we're gonna finish off with a fish here, so I'm gonna move up and See how that next spot goes. Spot for me anyway, but give it an old go. I actually think it's I think I'm still on that am I on the 4 still? No, I'm on the 5, okay. Couple casts here and then we'll I want to hit that lake we started at because I actually do enjoy that lake. It's I don't know, it's just relaxing, I guess, because whenever I found it, started, catching a whole bunch of trout, and most time now I'm going after trout and lake trout. Don't know why. It's like plenty of other fish, but just decided to do that. So look at you. Nice cutthroat. So I said, this spot ain't really to me anything special. Ain't like I used to only fish this spot just, and then like the waterfall, a couple spots down through there, but last couple times I've tried that, it dried up, so don't fool with it too much. That looked like a rainbow, wasn't it? Come here. Yep, that's a rainbow. Nice size one, so can't complain. Let's cast out there one more, might as well. I used to cast somewhere else when you're catching fish, so yeah, much closer to us, and that looks exactly where a rainbow would lay too. So nothing big, but cast down here since that one is pretty far in. It's under this bridge, and not gonna spend too much time here. This just feels like a good trout spot, and it is. Like I said, it is, but not for it's no under the down under the waterfall or the lake for me. But just a nice looking area at least. That's what UW does do a good job with that, making stuff look nice. Alright, now we're back in our little relaxing area here, and see if we can catch anything of note. And I'd like to catch at least, because I know there's golds in here. I'd love to catch a nice little gold or diamond to end on, but catching anything is fun enough for me, so won't complain. Yes, I see him swimming at it, and got another rainbow. Yep, or yeah, this is what most of the time I catch up here is these orange. Like I said, nice little lake. Sure, everybody knows where it is. Once you discover it, you'll spawn there and just come around here into the stock, and that's where I normally do the best at. And you do good anywhere on this lake, but it feels like this is some of the best spots of it. And yeah, got something there. Oh, that's a big rainbow. 10 pounders, just a silver, but he looked like a big one when his head was coming out under there, so One thing I definitely can't do is judge fish in this game. There we go, finally. Crawfish had a dry spell there, but what he is when he came in. Small little rainbows. At least we can end on a positive note there. So thanks everybody for showing up. If you liked the video, please feel free to like. If you want to subscribe, it helps me out a lot and help get this channel off the ground. And again, thank you for your time that you spent with me. I've been Grim, this is Grim Gaming, and I will see you next time.